Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And in today's video, we're going to be checking out the EZA Kid Goku. Now this guy is one of the better EZAs. I would say Dokkan has handled their EZAs very weird within the past, I guess, year now. And I would say this guy is one of the better ones though. He for sure is really good, and he can provide a ton of use because he's on a bunch of categories that really need the help. So yeah, this guy is really good in terms of that, but before we get into the actual showcase and all that, just make sure you guys like and subscribe. Keep in mind there are timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip around to the Cell Max test, or if you want to skip to the unit breakdown, then absolutely feel free to do that. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So starting off right here, we've got a really crazy rotation. We're going to have 5 out of 7 links active, so we're missing Kamehameha and Fierce Battle, which are both attack links. So in total, I think that's like 35% attack we're missing out on. But, I mean, it is what it is. We still got a good rotation. We've got double support. And right here, we are at 370k defense start of turn. Alright, I mean, that's not horrible. Because you do also have to keep in mind, we get 30% defense on super attack. And when our HP is above, I think, 59%, we have a additional that has a high chance to become a super. So we could double super, and then our defense would be well over 500k. And we do build up to an additional 59% attack and defense. So overall, I mean, I would say this is pretty good considering he builds up. He gets a ton of defense on super attack, especially when you're getting multiple supers off. And I do think you probably should go full additionals with this guy, just to capitalize on getting the defense and on his super attack. And he does also raise attack for one turn. He raises attack and defense, to be more specific. So your attack stats will just gradually increase the more you're doing in the rotation. So, all right, let's see what attack stat he's looking at right here. We've got a really crazy rotation, double support. Actually, we've got the 50% support Gohan, so yeah, 7.4 million attack stat. That is pretty good considering we have the additional that has a high chance of super, and we do also have some crits built in to our kit, so yeah, overall, really good rotation right there in terms of damage. But I don't know, if you do fall below, I think, 59% HP, I guess maybe you might look I don't want to say unimpressive, but because then you don't have the additional, you're losing out on a ton of attack, but you are gaining a lot of defense. So one thing this guy does as well is the higher your HP is, he gets an additional attack buff of 59%, and then the lower your HP is, he gets an additional defense buff up to 59%, or up to 159%. Okay, wait, I'm reading his kit right now. Okay, so wait, that's 159% extra defense. That is actually a really big number. So if you're chilling around like 20, 30% HP, actually, you know what? This guy might look pretty crazy. We might have to get a rotation of that. But anyway, right here, we're at 389k defense. That's pretty good. I mean, we built up a little bit more, so of course, our stats would increase. But I mean, yeah, we've got a good rotation as well. I believe we've got support from the Kid Goku. And then, of course, the Grandpa Gohan is supporting. So, yeah, let's just see what attacks that he gets to right here. I believe we only need one more rotation with him, and then he's fully built up. So we could still get even higher than this. And yeah, 7 million on the dot, basically. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. We got the additional right there as well. So right there, defensively, we were around 500k defense. Yeah, I mean, that's all right. I don't know. Actually, the more I think about it, that's not really insane. Just because most units have like 500k defense with guard, damage reduction, or something like that. But he's not fully built up, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. And if you have a really crazy like team like this, which most of the time you are, you can get in some really crazy scenarios where maybe defensively he won't get to any like exceptional levels, but I feel like offensively this guy could be really, really good. And I mean, honestly, it's just as long as you have him on the right team. And of course, he's under Kid Goku's team, which is just, I mean, don't even get me started on Kid Goku. You probably saw the showcase on him, and if you didn't see my showcase, you've probably seen other showcases on him. This boy's good. Kid Goku is very, very good. And don't get me wrong, they don't link, because obviously they're both our Kid Gokus, but this Kid Goku does still support the EZA Kid Goku. So it's still, like, okay if you have them both on the same rotation. I don't think you should run them both as a rotation, but maybe if you're floating off, like, the Kid Goku EZA, or this Dokkan Fest Kid Goku, then, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world, because they're both still benefiting from each other. Or at least the EZA Goku is benefiting from the Kid Goku. But, yeah, just overall, a really crazy team. It's going to put in some work, even in some of the difficult events. And this guy being intelligence does actually help his performance because, of course, Cell Max is tech. So this guy will perform pretty well in there. Actually, we're going to bring him in there. And even at the levels we've seen already, it's pretty safe to say he will take double digits from at least Cell Max's normals. Not too sure about the super attacks, but I mean, from normals, it's pretty much guaranteed. So, alright, we can pop his active skill right here as well. Let me make sure I don't have the skip on. I don't. Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pop this. $6.9 million crit, and look at that KO screen. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this guy is the first active skill unit that came out on Global. Which, actually, that's pretty interesting now that I think about it. I mean, it's crazy to see how far we've come with active skills nowadays because they're just insane. Like, you see active skills now, it's like straight out of the anime. I mean, that was good. Don't get me wrong, but obviously, this was 3 years ago, I think. Because I know he released like before the 4th year anniversary on Global. So then, yeah, this was around 4 years ago. And, I mean, still, his active skill is amazing. I mean, that KO screen was pretty cool. But actually, you know what? Speaking of this guy's animations, I mean, they are older. Like I was saying, he's 4 years old. We could totally get another, like, Dragon Ball Saga type Kid Goku. I mean, I know we got this guy, so it would be a minute. But, I mean, if we got a Great Ape Fist Goku, I guess. I was going to say Dragon Fist, but it's not Dragon Fist. More like a Great Ape Fist. I don't know, like Great Ape Power Goku. I don't know, something like that. If we got him as like just a newer card represented with some better animations, I mean, I don't think anyone would complain because I'm pretty sure the next like category Dokkan would try and help improve would be Dragon Ball Saga. I mean, of course, we have the World Tournament from Goku versus Piccolo that we need some representation in. I think we could easily see a dual Dokkan Fest with both of them. We need Demon King Piccolo, who a lot of people have really been wanting for a while. Just because Demon King Piccolo is, I mean, he deserves more than just a free-to-play LR. Let's be real. He can be a Dokkan Fest. So anyway, right here we are at almost 400k start of turn defense. That is really good, but you have to keep in mind we're fully built up and we have double 50% support. Actually, this Gohan is like 58% support, I think. So we got a lot of support right here, so I mean, I would assume we'd get to a crazy level of defense. And we do have big links like All in the Family active as well, so just overall really good rotation. And what I'm going to do with him right here is I am going to nuke with him, but I'm going to make sure I put him in... Okay, well, yeah, I could just throw him in slot 1 just because he still keeps 3 out of 7 links. Oh, wow, okay, we got really lucky with that. We'll pop the Gohan active skill too, just to see how much damage, or not see how much damage this does, but to get the extra defensive buff with the Kid Goku. Now, I accidentally clicked auto, and I don't want... Okay, perfect. I was scared it would pick up all the int key spheres, but I do want to pop this to change a couple of the rainbow key spheres. Perfect. We got a full field of just int key spheres. That worked out, like, amazingly. Okay. So we got that. Our defense it jumped up to 472k. So this is pretty much like his ideal scenario. He's got support. He's got double support, actually. He has another defensive buff from the Kid Gohan's active skill. And we've got a full field of the int key spheres. And we're nuking with him. And we hit a... Alright, a 12.6 million attacks. I mean, that's not really that crazy, considering we got a full field of key spheres. But, I mean, that's not horrible. I guess that's still pretty good. Because, of course, if we were above the HP threshold, we could have gotten the additional. Which, actually, we were above the HP threshold. So why did... Okay, whatever. Anyway. Yeah, we did some good damage on there. But, of course, it was a nuking rotation, so it doesn't really count towards his actual performance. But, I mean, yeah, I guess with all that shown, I mean, we're going to die right here anyway. Oh, wait, are we? Oh, I kind of thought Gohan would die. All right. Well, we'll just cut to the Cell Max test to see how well he's performing in there. I was surprised that 50% Gohan was able to tank double digits from this phase of Vegeta. Kind of thought he'd get destroyed, but anyway, let's go ahead and cut. All right, so we are here fighting Cell Max. And we got a pretty good rotation right here. We are going to have 4 out of 7 links active. But we've got the main things like All in the Family and Turtle School, which give us a lot of defense. So, yeah, in terms of our link, we're looking pretty good. We're at 485k defense. I mean, not really the worst start of turn defensive stat, right? I mean, we are a little bit lower on HP. So we do have a little bit more defense from that extra 159% defense in his kit. But, yeah, I mean, let's just go ahead and see how well he's tanking. I don't think we would die here, even if we get, well, if we get supered before we super, actually, yeah, we might die. But I don't think we would, I don't think we'd die from a super after we super. But what are we taking? Okay. So we took around 2,000 damage right there from the normal before we super. So after the super right here, it's easily double digits from normals. But, okay, yeah, we got the additional too. Okay, but I don't know how well he's going to take his super. So hopefully we do get supered right here, just so we can showcase that. Oh, God. Okay, here we go. How much are we taking? 466k. All right, so we did die because we were a little lower on HP. But actually, you know what? We could have lived that if we had like a lot of HP. And keep in mind, we did also have this support memory during that run. I just wanted to mention that. So yeah, I mean, overall, not really the worst showing. Actually, we performed a little bit better than I thought, because we would have survived if we had him on a reasonably, you know, high health team. But just because we were low on health, we died right there. So anyway, let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown, though. All right, so here we have All or Nothing Punch Goku Youth. So starting off with his leader skill, it is Boyhood Saga, which is just Dragon Ball Saga, or Youth category Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. His super attack effect is that he raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage with a high chance to stun. So the high chance to stun is pretty good. I didn't mention that during the video, but that is good for stuff like Super Battle Road, just so obviously you can just avoid taking damage from a certain enemy. His passive is that he gets attack and defense plus 159%. He gets an additional attack boost up to 59%. The more HP remaining, the greater attack boost. He gets an additional defense boost up to 159%. The less HP remaining, the greater the defensive boost. He gets 2 Ki and 20% attack and defense at the start of each turn, up to 59% attack and defense. And then he launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super when HP is 59% or more. And then he performs a critical hit when HP is 59% or less, which that is really useful, because then if you're lower on HP, hopefully you can try and kill the enemy before you actually take attacks. And because you're getting the guaranteed crits, obviously you're more likely to kill the enemy. He gets an additional attack plus 59% when attacking, and then stuns the enemy once only when HP is 59%, when HP is under 59% as well. So, I mean, pretty good little last part in the passive right there. The guaranteed stun is nice for Super Battle Road, and the extra attack, like I said, just makes it to where hopefully you can kill the enemy before you actually die in these difficult events when you're like really low on HP. His active skill, the condition is that it can be activated when HP is 59% or less, so really straightforward. And then the effect is that it just causes ultimate damage to enemy, so also just really straightforward, not really doing anything too crazy, just doing some damage, which, I mean, is always nice. His links are Kamehameha, Guidance of the Dragon Balls, All in the Family, The Innocents, The Incredible Adventure, Turtle School, and Fierce Battle. So this is a pretty good link set considering who you're going to be running him with. He works good with a lot of other Dragon Ball Saga units, and of course that's where you're going to be running him. His categories, which I did mention this at the beginning of the video, he's got a ton of categories, and he's helping a ton of categories that really need the help. I mean, he has Youth, Boyhood Saga, which again is just Dragon Ball Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Goku Family, Pure Sans, Low Class Warrior, Kamehameha, Master of Student Bond, so that's just Bond of Master and Disciple, Full Power, Revenge, Rapid Growth, Saviors, Grade 8 Power, Turtle School, Power of Revival, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Battle of Fate, Bond of Parent-Child, and then Warriors Raised on Earth. He's got a ton of categories, and stuff like Youth, Dragon Ball Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Low Class Warriors, Revenge, even Rapid Growth, Saviors, all that really needs the help. So the fact that this guy is a pretty good addition to it, I mean, he's not anything too crazy, but he's a really solid Easy A, is really beneficial to all these categories. So, alright, that has been the video. Let me know what you guys think of this guy down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to have any difficulties with his Easy A event. Actually, I'll probably do a team building guide, so stay on the lookout for that. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next one.